Okay, I really hope we're streaming to YouTube this time because I've been waiting so long for this. Okay, sounds good. Good, one sec. My downside about tonight's stream is that it is a very hot day today. It is a very hot day today. Okay. Say hi in YouTube chat. See if that pops up. I mean, it should. Give me. I'll leave it like maybe Twitch chat does it. Okay, well at least shows up on Twitch chat. But I'll just have to keep an eye on YouTube. But anyway. Anyway, where is my hand fan? I have no idea. Okay. Okay. Got my water. Live on Twitch and YouTube.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. Let's play. Hi all, I'm the Game World 64 and welcome to Splatoon Raiders. Today, I want to answer the question, how many shots does it take to not just beat, but complete Splatoon Raiders? I've been wanting to do this ever since we saw the trailer introducing gadgets and stuff. It's and stuff. Okay, in terms of difficulty, I'm gonna stick with Raider so we can have the most comfortable time. If you want to do survivalist, that's up to you. And we'll swap down the Taurus if absolutely necessary. But yeah, I'm not gonna focus on story or I'm not really gonna focus on like story or cutscenes or anything like that. I don't want to focus on the challenge itself. I'm not gonna watch them; they're still fun to watch. Especially to get the footage. Speaking of footage, I actually finally released my Splatoon video. The Splatoon video I've been working on. Amateur analysis, how Splatoon 1 beats the player. Yeah, it came out yesterday and I'm really happy. About it. Yeah, but I hope it gets a big boost in views. Yes, I think that would be really cool. And depending on how this challenge one goes, I'll see if I can turn it into a video as well. Oh. I think I'll explain more of the rules as we continue onwards and reach certain segments. Oh, dang it. I want to take a picture of that one. I didn't get to my first one. I love that last subtitle. Like, yeah. Translation. Oh. The overall, so far my favorite part about this game is honestly seeing Deep Cut. And from what I've played so far, I do really like them a lot more now. More now, they definitely deserved a game like this, something to give them the time in the spotlight. Platoon Raiders. That's the most unsplatoon logo I've ever seen. Nah, that's better. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I hope we can keep this hairstyle. When we unlock it later. Like we unlock it later. Now on my casual playthrough, I decided to be an inkling. Inkling, but because of this hairstyle. I just love it. Look at this. Look at the cute little duck. Look at the cute little duck. That's great. But for this one, I'm gonna be a female octoling. Oh, ooh. Be a female octoling. Thing with this hairstyle. Look at that. It says the Nintendo 64 component cables, like the N64 and GameCube. So cool. Hello. Hello. One sec. Let me on the Twitch. See which one. Huh? Yeah, probably just the bot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice. Anyway. Hmm. Yeah, I'll go with this one. The skin tone. Yeah, I'll just keep it close to my own. And the freckles, because the freckles are very cute. Yeah. I have to wait now. I doesn't really like I mean, I guess that's kind of the closest. I'll try to get kind of closest. I want to see if there was an eye color that would have the eyes be like yellow and red. That would be perfect. Yeah, no, nothing here like that. I do love all the different types of colors. All right, let's go. Yeah, gonna head into the we're gonna head into the tutorial and get get the journey started. All right, so we left off. So we took a left and we made it all the way to our first level. Okay, so thankfully, unlike Splatoon, 3, unlike Splatoon 2 and 3, the tutorial doesn't automatically make you shoot anything. We can already start moving. So yeah, basically the rule is anything activated with the Z off button is not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. We gotta try our best to get to do the shoot as few times as possible. Possible. And I say a few times because I did try to play this level without shooting, and it didn't actually go too well, as you'll see. But its first set of boxes is not that bad to get around. Just gotta climb on the barriers. You gotta climb on the barriers. It's a little slow, but overall doable. Now, this was the part where I thought, well, all was lost. All was lost, and we would have to shoot. I remember watching the Treehouse live event, and just not sure what I was gonna have to do here, especially since I don't have any sub weapons. One thing we could do is spread ink if you plop in the ground like this. You can eventually spread your ink, which I'm doing actually pretty fast. But it does not go up walls, no matter how much you try. Right. So then, while doing my testing, I was like, okay, well that doesn't seem too far out. I can probably make it. Nope, invisible wall. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do but hop up there. Yep, whenever you die, whenever you take enough damage to die, you get that boost and a little float. But whenever you respawn, you automatically get a boost, and you automatically get a jump boost. So that's going to be very useful. Yeah. So yeah, we continue on here. We definitely want to collect as many of these shards as possible. Though we'll have easier ways to obtain them in a bit. Here we got a wooden board. These don't board. Those are just ways to help us get from one area to another, similar to like a warp star from Kirby. Kirby, or like the launch pads in the previous games. Okay, so here we have our first group of enemies, Salmonids. They're all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 6 of them. Now I want to say 6 of them in total. They have very high. Yeah, they can see very far out. Which so you definitely gotta be careful with them. My downside is now we're here that we're kind of stuck. That's where we're supposed to continue on. That's where, yeah. That's what's supposed to continue on. The board is supposed to spawn here and take us to the next section. But in order for that to happen, we got to defeat Salmonid. Okay, well, we can't use any specials. No, we can't use any specials. We can't use our guns. So, what can we do? Can we drown him? Well, if we head into the water, Nope. Salmonids can breathe and survive in water. Salmonids can breathe and survive in water. They will not they will just continue to chase you to the ends of the earth. And while its jump is useful, yeah, while a jump is useful, okay, yeah. And while a jump is useful and can get you to pretty high spots, there isn't anything up there that can help. Gonna see if I can go there myself so I can have to show it. Yeah, there isn't anything up there that can help. Oh, and there doesn't seem to be anything else we can do. Ew. We could, if there's a, and honestly, if the even worse part is, I think there might be an invisible wall stopping us from even getting over there, even if we can go farther. Because if we try to jump over here, those do not have collision. And eventually there's a wall that would like block us from getting closer to the rocks. So unless there's some way we can figure out how to deal damage to defeat them, to defeat these guys, or if there's some way we can get past them, the minimum shot one well, the no shot one is already down to a minimum shot one, which is even worse since given the weapon we have, a splatter shot. Given the rules, this shot, a shot counts per like successful okay. So the shot implements pure use. So in this case, since there are 5 enemies here, and there are 5 enemies here, that would count as 5 shots. Now count 5 shots, since I can't really tell, like, since something like this for example, like that, I can't really tell how that will. You can't really count it out, you know? You can't really count it. So yeah, so already down to 1 sec. Let me. Where was it? There it is. Then shot count 5. Yep, so we've already done 5 shots. So yeah, 1 shot per. So yeah, in the description and about section, depending on if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, goes into more detail. But that's basically how shooters work. It's a shot per like use. So like I could fully unload a clip, and that will count as 1 shot because I used it to do one specific thing, or take care of one action. Okay, now here we have our first boss, I think it's called a Salty Tongue? Yeah, Salty Tongue. Now this is pretty. Now the thing here, they're slow enough that we can walk past them. I can eventually dodge them and make it over here. Here where we got some boxes. We can't jump over, they're too big to jump over, but with help from our friends, we can get over them anyway. So what I originally thought when looking at this, like, okay, well, maybe with these jumps, I can use the rocks. I can like get some safe ground on the rocks, and then manage to I can get some safe ground on the rocks, and then manage to float my way over there. Sadly, that's also is not the case because there's an invisible wall right here. Like here, I'm pushing forward and it's not going anywhere. Yep. Yep, there's absolutely enough unless we find a way to get past that invisible wall and make it to that island, make it to that section of land. We're gonna have to add another 4 shots. We need 1 for you, and 1 and 3 for these guys. Because we need a box, because we need to break a box because we spawn back over here. So we break a box, spawn back over here, so we can learn about weapon pickups. And then we have to go back. And now we can go back and actually have to continue the stage. You know, I don't know how many boxes I broke just then. But it's fine. I can just do the level over again since this is a segmented one. Well, we're trying to find the lowest score in each level. It's not a full one of the game. There's only one time where we can there's only like one part of the game where I'm like, okay, if I make a shot here, we gotta reset everything. Yeah, she is shot count, and we have done 9 shots. On the right side, at least from what I've played so far, on the bright side, at least from what I've played so far, that is the most. If you're not going for completion, that is the most shots you have to do. I think if I remember correctly, at one point you would need to make at least 20 shots for something, but we'll watch that footage when we get to it. Also I know I'm streaming just Splatoon 3. I just thought it would, I don't know, maybe I'll get a bit more attention on Twitch. Okay, so here we have the hub world. Hub area, our main base of operations. And yeah, here, look. Yeah, so weapons that fight that are easy for anyone to use, of high fire rate, and no quirks. Shoot can be held. Yeah, so I can use yeah, so basically anything in this weapon slot I cannot use. And if I ever make a shot out here, I have to reset the run because then well, that's it. Because then I would break the rule. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, so basically as long as I don't put the ZR button, which oh hey, it's great. But I don't know, might be a problem. I might end up changing it. Yeah, that was Leo Island. Now going to Up Island. Leo Island, Pantry Beach. And we got Up Island. Penny, Pyle Coast. But now we are introduced to the Bot Buddy. Bot Buddy, we found this at the end of the previous level and we paired it ourselves. Those. And with it, it's gonna be our main use of not only combat, it's gonna be our main uses for traversal and combat. Okay, so here we have a follow the radar mission, or I don't remember the names I gave for them. In the game for them, but basically we gotta head to all those beacons and make sure and collect the treasure within. Um, and since we still don't have any sub weapons or anything like that, all we got is Big Man here. Big Man here. So what can Big Man do? Well, we can do a bot hop, which launches us into the sky and puts out a bunch of ink. We can put X to go over here, and depending on how far he is, which now would a good example. Let's see if I can. Oh, look, you can see the ship from over here. Yeah, if he's. Oh, okay. Well, if he's far enough, he'll eventually come over and. Well, okay, something else will happen, but we'll see. Okay, so we got our first set of enemies. Yeah, that will happen. So you can call him over and he'll slam down. I'm down, dealing some damage similar to like a splat bomb. Also, I may not be allowed to shoot, but Big Man can. Big Man can, and that's pretty much what's going to happen for this entire level. Big Man is literally just gonna be doing all the work. All the work. There's literally nothing we can do. You know, and we want Big Man to defeat as many enemies as possible. Because when we defeat an enemy, they drop power eggs and give you experience. We'll go into more details in a bit how experience works. But you definitely want to at very least find a level you can but you definitely want to try and find a level you can beat. You can beat without shooting. I don't know if it's more effective to do that. Well, I guess not really, but oh yeah, this seems kind of effective. Just trying to jump over them. They're trying to jump over them, and when they look like they're about to run in on Big Man, we're going to call them over. But yeah, thankfully this level did not have a time limit, so we don't need to worry about. So we didn't need to worry about. We can take our time. Is what I'm trying to say. I got some more balloons, but we can't pop them. What? Can we? What? No, we can. And it's very roundabout. It takes a while, but you can. That's so cool. Well, in general, I would definitely be just ignoring them, especially right now. Now, but I do like that you can do it. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, better just ignore them now since we'll have the since we'll get more since we're gonna get more resources. We're gonna get more resources and abilities right after. Right after. Again, this is something I was a bit worried about for a moment, but the way crystals work in this game is, again, at least so far, I've not beaten the game yet. I've not seen the ending. I've only made it to probably like right before the second boss, I would say. I'm not sure. Yeah. But the way it does work is when there are no enemies around, the bot buddy can oh hey, I got Steam Blaster. The bot buddy can just drill those out. No, we don't gotta worry about it. One thing I was worried about is that they would have it so like you have to protect the bot buddy while it's doing the drilling. And at least so far it hasn't been able we haven't done that. Now the showstoppers, these are well great. Since Big Man specifically uses the L and R button, I am allowed to fire the manta rays and ink. And the other two showstoppers will get to use later. Don't have any secondary effects like that. But it's great to see that at the very least with this one, it is all three of them can be utilized to their fullest. You know what? Let me I'll change some system settings real quick. Uh, let's see. Well, would it be? Well, let's USB camera, camera control text, system sizes. No. Eh? Hmm. Yeah. Where did I change my controls again? Oh no, I'll figure it out later. I guess whatever. But yeah, for defeating those big enemies, we now can grab mega power eggs, which gives you 100 power eggs and a lot more stuff for next a lot of energy for the showstopper. And right here we have the final section. Actually, a big spider-like crystal. Again, a lot of enemies. All right, big man, you got this. And by you got this, I mean you're the only one who can do stuff because I don't know how to fire a gun. I think was thinking like a bit for the video. Like, why does my character not know doesn't use guns? And she's a mechanic by trade. You're never good at firing guns. Again, she's a mechanic by trade. Right, she never participated in turf wars or anything like that. Actually, that would also make sense because that also would explain a joke they say later. Yeah, because canonically the mechanic has no idea who Deep Cut is. Yeah, then yeah, most people who would be watching the news would be watching it for the for rotations, specifically their news. I think what about just show up here? Hmm. And it did. This book does really get me. Does allow me to get to enjoy the whole scenery. I love these like sponge-like walks. When like walks and the weird like salty foods or that mold. Actually, no, that's more moldy. Like the giant moldy foods. But I can't. But I can't. Just smell the roses. I also gotta grab big pallets when I can, when we can. Yeah, and if we get the chance to use the special, we gotta use it. Use it if for anything, just to make things go by faster. You know, yeah, we cannot mine the crystal until all of the enemies are gone. Yeah, really, it's just a waiting game, and honestly, I can wait. I'm very patient. Also, I like that you can grab it, even that you can call them over, even like while they're in midair. Grab that. Yeah, it really suck. Yeah, it does. It does really suck if that the only way to use the showstoppers is by gaining powers instead of inking turf, which honestly that does make a lot of sense, especially for the type of game this is, but it also just makes sections like this much more annoying. On the bright side, unless I'm forgetting anything, we do obtain our first gadgets here. Yeah, I remember when I got to this point in my first playthrough, I was so scared. Like, what? What? Were they attacked? They attacked by Zaminids? But in reality, they were found by the ones. I love the mechanics. I just dumbfounded. Take it so, Matt Mega. All right, and now that we have Matamega and the Moi eels back, we can they can now do their special moves. Then we can travel around the islands much better. How have you not told us? How do you not know their name? How do you not know their name after being stranded with them for a month? just some just some trail of treasure craze weirdos who flew to an unknown island to get themselves stranded. Honestly, yeah. All right, we got our first treasure, and it's our tanks. Tanks. These three tanks are the key to this whole challenge. With them, we can equip different types of gadgets that we can use to actually have a chance against these hordes of enemies. We have the speed tank and the blast boots. Speed tank gadgets evolve on movement and evasion. Power tank gadgets focus on fighting enemies head on with incredible strength. And tanks tactical gadgets will have more more tactical effects. Stuff like that. We can change them anytime we want, but out of the three, honestly, I feel like as sad as it is to say, especially since I was team tactical, I think the power tank is gonna be our most useful ability, at least at the beginning. Yeah, so press the L button, we swing forward and slice, similar to a Splatana. Oh no. But each gadget has a cooldown of this case 9 seconds. Or was it like 10 or the 10 seconds? No, 12 seconds, my bad. Any tank ability has a different one. Like there's a blast boot. Boot who has a 9-second cooldown. This one's really good at movability, but doesn't deal that much damage. Only 110. What a power tank it, on the other hand, dealed 350 on a direct hit, with the initial hit dealing about, I'll have to check, 140. Oh yeah, that directed from that. So yeah, no, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does deal some damage. It does have a more area of effect. So I guess it is a bit better than I thought. The tactical tank in particular is really useful. Basically acting as another, dealing only a few damage, but basically acting as a second bot buddy. But only lasts for about 10 seconds. And since, well, we already have a bot buddy that acts as a turret, getting using the splatchet and the power tank definitely seems like the best option here. All right, there's nothing much else we can do right now, so let's continue on. And yes, we now change our bot bunnies. We have the Marina, we have the Marine, we have the Manta Dance. Don't know why I kept saying Marina. At the Manta Dance, which we saw earlier, the Moray Storm, which is my personal favorite, basically a big area of effect damage dealing, and Shiver's Shock Bite, which deals a lot of damage in a straight line. Pretty good for when facing off against like a boss or singular tough enemy. Anyway, we're going in full power with full team power with Fly. Alright, especially since we'll be using and we'll use Shiver for the last one. Okay. Okay, so now with the Splatchet, we can finally actually do some damage and help around. I don't know what these are called, but I do really like these plants. Jump near it, and they act as a boost. We got some new enemies similar to the annoying sprinkler guys from Octo expansion. All the same code, just different model. Oh, come on, I want it. I want it. Yay! No. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We don't absolutely need it. Yeah, gonna say this for like a group of enemies or like a big one. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're doing just a lot more damage. Oh no! Hopefully we can get through this a lot quicker. At the very least, yeah, like a direct hit's gonna do a lot of damage to the big guys, and then the first hit will take care of the small fry. And the small fry. Yeah! Yeah, look at that, look at all that. So much more efficient. And we got a level up! Level up. For defeating enemies, we can increase our level, increasing our HP and damage. I'm not sure if it's damage overall. I hope it's damage overall. But even if it's not, increasing HP is great. And honestly, now that we have to splash it, we could, if we wanted to, just play through like the first level over and over. Well, not the very first level, but like the first level with the bot. To do that over and over and over again until we reach max level. But I'm not going to do that for two reasons. One, I'm live streaming this and I want to at least try to be entertaining. And two, well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully later rather than sooner. We'll see at some point. Actually, no, I'll just say now. What I need to be coy. Need to be coy. Even when you lose a raid, you keep all of the items, experience, etc. You gained. And even if it's just like a single piece of splatterlight. Splatterlight. Death, it has consequence. Like you gotta start the level over. But even with a loss, doesn't take us back that much, which is great. It's great. So I would definitely recommend just keep going forward. I love that sometimes they just fly so far. I'm going to keep going forward and stop. And only stop when you feel like it's necessary. And here we have these little wings, like salt wings that we can use to float. So in this big patch of spiralate. Look at the dear child's still being cold. Oop. Come on, no. Oh. Yep, and we have a total of 3 lives. Yeah, we have a total of 3 lives, so... What that def jump boost we did in the tutorial could be useful. We really shouldn't make it a habit. Now with the bot buddy, I doubt we will end up needing it. Needing to use that tactic specifically. It's not often. Yeah, the best thing to do is to try and the best thing to do would be to try and get as many try and defeat as many of the small guys as you can. So you only really have to worry about the big noticeable threats. Oh, perfect. Good. Yep, and here we have fire special. Right, so just summon a rainstorm of more eels that will cause a lot of damage. Then the only downside is when the special move is activated, the bot buddy is unmanned. So be wary of that. Wary of that because can you still use the bot buddy's jump function? I don't quite know. I'll have to check. But yeah, cleared off first stage. Okay, we got a level up token and increase in HP and damage. I'm guessing it is damage overall. I think I can test that real quick actually. So here we got a blinding scroll. And some sort of parts. Oh, those are gonna be very useful. Once you learn what those some sort of yeah, these parts are upgrades to your gadgets, giving them more secondary effects. In this case, a splash damage up and a vertical slash. Yeah, the vertical slash could definitely help when dealing with flying enemies. Oh yeah, no, that damage did increase. But that was because of the gadget. Because I tinkered. Yeah. Let's see. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I'll have to check that in post. I'll have to check that in post to see if that actually if leveling up did increase my damage. Oh yeah, and then his Shiva's attack. Amazing. Anyway, it's time for the last tutorial mission. We've seen yeah, okay, so yeah, the first two were crystal hunting missions. This last one is a buried ruin. And we take the time to enjoy this area specifically. This is the last time you'll ever be over here. Look at that. Look at that cool little meat tenderizer. And looks like a that kind of like a salt shaker. Shaker. They got a colorful spoons and stuff using those fruits. Oh hey. Oh hey. Yeah. Yeah, I love all the little details this series just has. But yeah, so there's some pipes here spreading out fog for whatever reason, and the only way to take care of them is to head deep underground. Ooh, a bucket. No, I think no, probably more of a pot. Scannell burn? I don't know. Yeah, now here we have the problem child. Ruins are timed based. We have a set amount of seconds to get a certain amount of power eggs. And once we get enough power eggs, we can head to the next floor. Yeah, with enough power eggs, we can head to the next floor. Oh, don't know why I said it with that cadence. So yeah, this one is, yeah, these are probably gonna be some of the more problematic missions. But this is the very first one. I doubt it's gonna be that bad, right? And we'll probably get on like our second try at worst. But to make sure to take out the big guys so you can get the big power eggs. Okay, we got 66 seconds remaining. Man, it does look like to be like actual seconds. Actual seconds, not like seconds, like Mario. Okay, nice. 2 for the price of 1, Grandma. But there's a guy trying to get me. Man, if you think small flies are were annoying before, man, if you think small flies were annoying before, you do not want to try this one. We got the Scannell Bird Ruins, and our very first thick cut salty tongue. It's a seasoned salmonid. These are super powerful boss salmonids. Each similar to their original counterpart, but with some sort of secondary or added bonus. In this case, a killer whale. Well, in order to get past the area, in order to finish the mission, we need to defeat the boss. Definitely, yeah, so try and grab as many power eggs as you can. And so you can activate your showstopper and just get a direct hit in. And just keep calling your bot buddy, and hopefully your bot buddy will just take most of the focus fire. But since the bot buddy does seem to be immortal, they cannot die or take damage. Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay, we're not looking the hottest, but I think one. Actually, no. I think one more dark hit would do it. Oh, and you know what? That is interesting. Given the time, yeah, given the time limit on everything, we can actually count out how many of those hit, how many of a certain weapon use we have. Interesting. If we want to, we could really map it out and try our best to optimally use each gadget to the fullest. Hmm. Oh well. And that was the end of the tutorial. Introduced to almost everything the game has to offer, but all the main things we need to worry about. Here we have the middle jump. Middle jump. That is a special. That is a relic ability. Relic ability. Whenever we find those relics at the end of stages, we are given special powers we can equip. We can equip. Prepare to quest 3. Yes, in this case we have a midair jump. Which not only gives us, well, a double jump, but also deals some damage. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that useful? We are now also have access to the mechanics shack. Using the items we obtain in each area, we can increase our main area's capabilities. We can do tank upgrades, gadget development, weapon upgrades, or increase the ship's level itself, along with buying different additions to the hideout. My favorite being the arcade games, of course. Especially since you need 2015 Spyro Childs. That's such a cute detail. Anyway, out of the three, actually, well, actually, no, we can't buy any of them yet. Yeah, but these two are definitely the most important right now. So we're gonna have to unlock those as soon as we can. Big Man over here is basically our treasurer. Treasurer, keeping track of all the relics, whiny schools which are full of lore. Lore, the different Salmonids along with tips on how to defeat them. And different gadgets. Gadgets along with all the different abilities and effects we have for them. I was a little disappointed that there was only 15 gadgets, but honestly, 15's still a lot. And with how many effects they have, with how many effects they have, it's a lot of customization. And I have the weapon guide, which is the most useless because we can't use any of these. Or at least we shouldn't. Yeah, none of these have any secondary effects we can use yet, so. Explosive steps. Great explosive while charging in. Heck yeah. And that's a medium too. What? Yeah, that's medium damage. Ooh, that's nice. I don't even have that one. Oh yeah, also now we can connect with multiplayer. Look, GW64. Which, yeah, yeah, go with that. Yeah, go with that. But even though I don't really need to, because because I am completely banning online play and local play from this one as well. For two reasons. One, in one, it's kind of cheating since, well, when you play against randoms, they're not going to be doing this challenge one. I know at least the majority of them aren't. And two, I one sec. And two, I don't even have the online activated right now. No, because I wanted to play, but because I wanted to play this game on the unpatched day one edition. There's a day one patch for this game. I do not have it. I do not have it. So if there's anything we need, so yeah, if we find any way to break those, to get past these shots on a day one patch, then yeah, I can use it. Oh yeah, speaking of using things, there's one other addition we have here. Over here, we can operate the crane and play like a little crane game. I'm crane game. I'm I am also soft banning this, not because it's not useful or anything. Like I'm sure it has its uses, but because to open the crane, it uses the ZR button. And even if opening the crane didn't count as a shot, you will fire your weapon when you come back from that menu, or you'll at least have a chance to do so. So aren't they better safe than sorry? Anyway, we have unlocked two more islands. Taigoru Island and Poos Island. Kawogu Island has a den, which is similar to what we just did, but it's a single floor. Single floor where we got to, yeah, but it's a single sub level where we need to defeat as many enemies as we can, and collect the power eggs in time. Like enough power eggs in time. Now I don't think we're gonna do this because even in my casual playthrough, this one was a bit much. But hey, I'll try. Look at that, level up. Also, it might be a good source of levels. How much experience do I get from that? Like, get from this? Yeah, that's quite a decent amount. But yeah, overall, yeah. Yeah, I think the problem's gonna be less about surviving and more about not not being able to deal enough damage to the enemies. Ah, there we go. I take that back. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So many chunky boys. So many chunky boys. So many chunky boys. Ah. Oh, but I'm all the way back over here now. Yep, I just cannot deal enough damage fast enough. And the way it has failed. But that's fine. Even though the way it failed, we keep all levels, experience, and power eggs that we obtained. That we grabbed in the level. So honestly, I feel like grinding isn't going to be the most necessary. That's it. The closest thing to grinding we need to do is just keep at a certain level. It's gonna be so weird going back to regular gameplay after this. Anyway, here we have a scrapper. Yeah, but the front of shield can, the front of shield, can't be damaged, but can be eventually break. Yeah, like eventually stop be broken. Oh, stop. Yeah, you can stop in his tracks like this, so now you can go behind him and kill him. That's what I was trying to say. Three, four. Come on. Shiver. Shiver. Okay, Shiver, you go to work. 5. Okay, it takes 5. Yeah, it takes 5 hits. Ah, shoot. Yeah, what it was. Yeah, it's a lot of fun so far. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I was a bit skeptical and worried at first. But honestly, so far, I feel like this challenge is just been, have been going really great. Oh, I really like that with the movement. How you can use the splatchet to get some extra airtime. And we can use the bomb pod splatchet as well to yeah, we need the bomb pod splatchet as well to break down the blocks. Oh no, however, will we get past this? Well, funny enough, I don't think I even need to do the bot jump there. Here we got our first stingray, guys. And now we got our last, and there we go. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. I thought of two ways to, I thought of 2 combat lines and I tried to say them both. And I think with the splatchet, yeah, I'm not honestly not a fan of the vertical flick. I much prefer the horizontal one. Yes, I was right. So I think that might have been a bomb, but still, I'm pretty sure with the splatchet you can use you can defeat those guys without having to worry. Want the box. Gimme. Yay. Now give me the other box. I think this one or a later one might. No, it's a different one. I really love the QB salty effect from that surround us when we're low on, when we're cut to death and stuff. Therefore, I really like the way that looks. Oh yeah, look at that, babies! Yeah, the splash is very powerful. I feel like by the end of the game, the tactical weapons might come out on top, but As of right now, the Splatchet's definitely our best choice. So here we have a unique blue box, and opening this gives us a compass. These compasses will guide us to a brand new type of level, which we'll go over in a bit. Two, one, done. Yeah, the only downside that there's just a lot of waiting to this. No. If I can't do that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that for all of them. It will do. Haha. And now with that fully charged, you gotta wait for the right moment to strike. And that's the right moment to strike. Alright, another level down. And not an extra shot to be seen. Yeah, we increased our title to Junior Survivalist. The more stuff we gain, the higher it'll go up, and the more Splatterlight will earn. And now we can actually upgrade. Now we can actually do this and upgrade our tanks. I can't buy anything else yet. I can't buy this stuff here, but we don't really need it. I mean, yeah, so to keep going. Yeah, now we can upgrade our tanks. Every time we level up, we obtain a skill token. Skill token we can use to upgrade our tanks alongside. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we can use to upgrade our HP, weapon damage, gadget damage, and gadget pot slot. Out of all these, you're never gonna guess which one is the least useful to us. But the thing that's interesting to me is down here, limiter releases. In the lore of Splatoon, the reason in the lore of Splatoon, every Inkling and Octoling has a limiter. I don't know if it's like biological or literal, but like more or something like metaphorical. But basically, what it is, it's basically acts as a way to balance everything. It's the reason why you can only use one sub weapon and one special with your weapons. And there's a certain boss fight in Splatoon 2's Octo expansion where you fight an Inkling with the limiters fully released. So that's really cool. That's really cool that we can just do that here. Anyway. Yeah, anyway, for now, let's increase our HP and damage. Damage. We got those via leveling up, but there is one other way we can obtain more skill tokens. Flipping fly in. Inconsistent by weapon reduced by 10%. That is not useful at all. Okay, concerns. Go down to the cat when you feed a boss salmon with it. Cool. And increase damage when charging in. I think I'm cool with what I got. So the way the compass works is that they'll appear on top of our screen, and we have to move on the map until we find the spot. Here we have a sampler dungeon, dashes of space. These are similar to trials. These are trials where you're not allowed to use the bot buddy and are restricted in your weapon, tank, and trinket, not trinket, gadget choice. In this case, we don't even have a gun. And all we can use is the dash boots. That's boots, and we gotta get through the full level without using them. So yeah, this is a dev-intended shotless. Yeah, so this is dev-intended shotless right here. Yeah, which is great. Wait, the only downside is, since we're going for completion, if any of these require shots, well, they're gonna be a lot harder to skip, if even possible. I know it's from experience, because from what I played, there's one segment where you're given a gun and you need to use the gun. Yeah, and I'm gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. And I'll fall down that bridge when we get to it. I'm clipping that. Okay. I love those little salt shakers. That's a really nice model. Woo! No. Wee! You! Yeah, the movement in this game is really cool. Like, I would love to see... Like, imagine stuff like this was implemented into Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 4. That would be so cool. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% making... I 100% gotta make a few shorts on the stream to try and get the word out there. I don't know. I really want to make YouTube and Twitch work. I want to. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. I really want to make this all work out. I want to and I would love to do such a job, or at the very least get some attention for it. I don't know. This fall script me up. Put me up on my casual one. Oh, oh dang it. Ah. Oh well, I figured. Yeah, I missed one anyway. I missed the wing anyway. No. Oh yes, it is so hot today. But I think we're in like a bit of a heat wave. It's been like 100 and it's been like in the 100 and teens, like 113, like for the past few days. I've also learned a lesson about work. How whenever I'm at work, I do really need to drink a soda or something. It helped me out. Anyway, sorry, blame with someone else. But hey, we did it. Yeah, we found this by beating it. We obtained a book, which gives us a new skill tome. Yeah, those are the two ways we can get. Those are the two ways we can increase all. We can increase our tank upgrades by leveling up to acquire a skill point, or by obtaining skill tomes. So yeah, off to the next level. Lentil Inlet. Now here we have the next type of mission. These are cute crystal hunt missions. Oh no, I forgot a better name for these. That is when I can. Oh wait, yeah. So the way these work, yeah, okay. So there's a huge crystal mission. The way this works is that we need to collect a certain amount of power eggs to power our bot buddy in order to mine the big crystal. We need a minimum of 2,000, but if we get but after that, the more power eggs we get, the more of a reward we'll have. These areas are fully open with different crystals, but those spotlight crystals showing where enemies will spawn. If you notice, some of those are red. Why is that? Well, you have to wait and see. Oh my god, Fly, you couldn't have jumped over. I don't know why I like talking so like analytically. I know. I'm just talking. I'm just having fun, trying my best to explain the challenge and my thought process as we go through. Yeah, do we have a steel head? Okay, yeah, that also works. But here we have an anomalous set of enemies. Here we have an anomalous raid. Right, I missed what they actually called it, but basically these red crystals have doing something to the salmonids, making them a lot more, giving them secondary effects. Next, in that case, it made them all jumpy. In this case, Spinnock Swarm. Yeah, there's a lot of Spinnocks. Gotcha! And level up. Alright, that's good. We're already almost to the quota. Right, but I would definitely recommend trying to get, if you can, try to get the maximum amount along with continuous exploration. A Goldie! That's great! Wait, that guy just can give us a lot. That guy, basically treat that guy as like a Chansey or a Metal Slime from Dragon Quest. But the more damage they take, the more Spiralite they'll drop. Yeah, and Flies just over here just gonna chase after him, which is perfectly fine. And they seem to be harmless, actually. Oh yeah, and over time the crystals will regenerate, so you can go back to previous areas. So you can go back to previous areas and fight more enemies. I don't know if this is endless, like essentially endless, but you'll get enough to but you at the very least get enough to make it to 4,000 power eggs. Here we have now a compass. I'm gonna brand new weapon. There is a useful weapons that There's a useful weapons that we can actually take advantage of. It's just not gonna be for a while. Then we had a brand new enemy, the big shots. Big shots. Unlike the Splatoon 3 counterparts, they now bounce around on a swing and slam down the ball. And down the ball instead of coming from the ocean, summoning instead of coming from the ocean and placing them into like a machine. Okay, I will be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I'm back. I double checked the footage. Thankfully, I did not accidentally press the ZR button. So drill's ready, but we can, if we want, we can just keep going and get more spotlight, and that sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, look at that. Now it's one time. Now times 1 plus 1.2 with a max times 2. Yeah, great job, Far. Yeah, if you look at that, we just got another upgrade for the Splatchet. The more you use a weapon, I'm pretty sure when you're in a mission, it'll have a higher odds of giving you stuff for the weapon you're using. I just want to make sure to collect all the briny scrolls and other items. Well. Nah, okay, good. Yeah, I tried to get both of them at the same time, but didn't work. All right, over here. Go just a bit more. Gotcha. All right, one more swarm should do it. Gotcha! Awesome. Okay, okay. Nah, that's so close. Hey, I didn't see this over here, and I mixed a box over there as well. Mixed the box over there as well. So good thing I stayed by to check the place out. All right. Right now, any power we get are just extra. I don't quite know if they do anything. They do anything really, but yeah. Nice. And there we go. They're not going to school. Well, let's just head straight. Yeah, at this point, let's just head straight to. Well, I think might as well. Well, I mean, yeah, it's experience, money. I mean, we might as well. Might as well all along on the way. No. Okay, I'm not gonna try that again. It's like three spotlight. We don't need it. And with that, we got a two-star upgrade. A two-star upgrade. I don't think I've seen the max amount. I think the max is either 4 or 5. But yeah. Yeah, definitely want to put some money into gadget development so we can have some more variety in what we can do. I mean, let's stick with power until the tank upgrades. Then I'll swap someone else. I'll swap something else. Now we have Shiva's gadget development. We can get the spin wheel. Yep. One sec.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. So we have the spin wheel, which is similar to the top enemies in Octo expansion. And send out, deal damage, explodes, etc. Got splatter lights, which ink an area around you along with dealing damage. Can be very useful. Definitely more useful once they get upgraded. Dash bomb, we've seen this already. Boomerang, a powerful boomerang. High fiver, surprisingly useful weapon actually. Actually, when I used it, I might grab that. And the bomb balloons, one of the most, probably the worst weapon we have here. Yeah, probably the worst weapon we got so far. Well, because, well, yet they can deal damage and stuff. They only explode when they're shot by your weapon in particular. The shot pod or the bombs or the weapons of the bot, it won't work. That's why I love this artwork. It's so cool. Looks so nice. Yeah. Now we can equip two. Now we can equip 2 gadgets. Yeah. The ink coverage is not the best at first, but once we can find upgrades for them, they're really good. Ooh. I wonder, where did this compass lead? Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, yeah. I was gonna say this one might tell us, might show us an example of that, but no. Now, then we got the shot pod. Then we got the shot pod mission. Now, there's another, now we are given a gun here, and I think there's another one where, yeah, I saw this in the trailer and stuff, and thought like, well, I don't think I'm gonna win this. But no. But in reality, I think we got this. It's definitely very tricky. You're gonna have to try your best to get past them. But the shot pod can deal. Shot pod, especially with this upgrade, can deal enough damage. And again, with the puff, it does deal a little bit of damage. Yeah, and there's also a small window of time of. There is also a small window of opportunity where you have 2 turrets out at once. Yeah, that's for like a second, but it's still something. So it's an upgrade to the shot pod that basically makes it into like into a type of bomb, and that's very useful. That's really good. We got 100 boxes, shot pod needs to play. And just give it some time and we'll get there eventually. Nice. All right, now we got some enemies to deal with. Starting with these guys. Yeah. Nope. I thought I threw one. Oh hey, look! Look! We got it. It's a punk. Punk. It's punk. Well, I guess that could be an I. So, P-U pink. Huh. Hey, look at that. Punk. Well, I hope that isn't like a slur, like another language. If so, it wasn't me. It was the salmon. It wasn't me. It was the salmon. And here we go. Here we go. I was expecting that one to be a lot trickier than. I was expecting that one to be a lot trickier. But you know what? I'm gonna change my weapon to be a roller. But because with the way those work is the initial fling is the shot, and holding it down counts. Doesn't and holding it down still counts. Like you can still keep going. Anyway, here we have our first. Here we have our like, well, not our first boss ruins, but our first multi-chest ruin. We have to raid this place 3 times with each different type of tank. I keep pressing X to jump because I'm used to playing Splatoon 1. Because I played Splatoon 1 so much in preparation when making that video. Yeah, I was playing Splatoon 1. I got Splatoon 1. Now that the video's out, I can finally delete all that data off my computer. I can finally have more room for activities like Power World. I can finally play Power World. I haven't been able to play it because I just didn't have the space on my computer. I'm honestly, I mostly got that game. Honestly, I mostly got that game because I thought if Nintendo does end up winning that lawsuit, it would be neat to say like, hey, I've owned the game. Oh no. Oh good. Okay, just barely. Not the closest we've seen. Well, not well, no, that's definitely the closest we've been, but not the closest I've seen. Yeah. Also, having a roller just gives us a big clear indication of when I cut it by accident. Yeah, we almost got it. Just gotta wait for another second. And there you go. No, well, not quite, but come on. There it goes. Whee. Sub level 3. Assaulted salmonid. The mince scrapper. Mhm. Yeah, the best worst part about these floors is that the only thing we have to worry about is the main guy himself. So, which sucks because the only thing we have to worry about is the main guy himself, who's a bit of a problem. On the bright side, with the bot, the enemy can be distracted, so we can have plenty of time to get our hits in. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, perfect. Like a direct hit is just great. Yeah. All right. Okay, 30 seconds left. I think we can do it as long as I get another direct hit. Yeah, like not like that. Right. I don't know if basketball rules work in this. No, but we won't. And we won't know for now. Hey, we got a new weapon. We got a new weapon with a secondary effect. Now, while we can't use the weapon, we can 100% use the secondary effects. And come on. Now HP can recover fast. Will recover faster. And we got to increase the duration up on you. Is that the way it is? I can't get gadget damage anymore, so HP. Emergency damage up. Increase damage when you're 50 HP or lower. That's nice. Good. Flash cooldown. Okay, let's start up real quick. So that one, you, and you. Yeah. Yeah, especially since that's specifically when a boss summoned it defeated. Actually, since at the end, I can do that. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, and since we've collected so much, we can also almost spiralate from the horde as a reward. Alright, let's try that again. Though, 17 seconds, I'll come back after leveling up. Yeah, we have to call for help function, but no, we are not allowed to use that. Mostly because, well, I'm not connected to the internet. I do have auto updates off, but I just wanted it to be extra sure. I wouldn't have to worry about it. I tried some. I tried some, didn't work. Gotcha. Haha. Okay. You're getting a little too close to the wire. Ah. Oh yeah, not the worst fault. The timer still goes even if you die. Okay, at least I got him that time. Ooh, danger, 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 danger. Okay, good, good. I'm not good. Dang it. No. No, last life. Last try. Alright. And we're pretty close to the next special weapon. We're close to a showstopper, so that'll be useful as well. And make sure to use you gotta use all our splatchets as efficiently as possible. I say as I completely fumbled the first one. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Good. The left hit, perfect. Left hit, perfect, but not the best still. No sense. Yeah, we dealt some damage, but it's not gonna be enough. Hmm. All right, our first one block. Nice, nice. I'm happy for that. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy for that. So let's see. Sadly, sadly, I don't think it's not until the next until after this fight we unlock an actual good way to replay levels. Hmm. But I guess it's objective. I'll explain when we get to it. Let's try this again. So many 47s. Agent 47, we need you. We need you, Agent 47 cents. I kind of wish I was worse at this game so I can make that. I could actually have that be a bit. Be a bit because I remember when I first ever played a Hitman game, it was Absolution and my friend's copy. Friend copy, and I made a joke because I was so bad at the game. Like I'm Agent 47 cents. 7 cents, the world's cheapest hitman. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? 4, 3, 2. No. Okay. All right, time to upgrade all HP. All right, and we can upgrade all gadget parts. I will actively not be upgrading weapons. I will actively not be upgrading all weapon attack if we can. Okay, so in that case, I want to keep the power on since it's already our strongest one. Third one, so anything I missed this one? No. Okay, I guess we just gonna have to bite the bullet and do it again. Yeah, this one definitely this one I feel like works the best since it not only give us a lot of shards, but also give us like plenty of enemies to defeat as well. I love how well the splatterlights are working in terms of just dealing damage and breaking boxes. Also, I love that sense that with the bot, that the bot can just defeat those guys for the most part. Oh, nice! It's splatterlight damage up. That's exactly what we needed. Exactly why I'm replaying this stage. Instead of just trying the boss one over and over. It definitely worth breaking the boxes, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like pull teeth over it. I don't know. I don't know what term phrase I should have used. Fast jump. Whoa, everyone's faster. Nice. I kind of wish you could I tell you what, actually, can you? You know what, let me try that when we find our next one. Next one. Let me save this thought. This thought. No, okay, no, you have to be. I wish you could do that from a distance, so you can like be walking away and like just press X and have them drill. But no, you gotta be close. Which not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice. That was cool. That was really cool. That's good. The drill's ready, but it's ready. But we're more focused on fighting enemies. Also, I believe, also from what I remember, from what I've heard, whenever you unearth something, it will always be yours, but by the end of the stage, even if you don't grab it. Yeah, so if I like miss anything, it's fine, pretty much. But as long as it's unearthed. All the way over there, okay. Perfect. But I'm getting really good at using that. Okay, that was lucky. That was very lucky. Lucky. That was a misclick, but it worked out. Bastrum! Alright, now the question is... Alright, now the question is, are they just gonna keep spawning or no? Like, are we gonna get more cryptos after this one? Ah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Crypto did regenerate. Right. I don't think I'll take it, but that is good to know. That is good to know for people who are grinding. Well, grinding, if you want, you can probably just grind this type of stage over and over. Mm. Yeah, this stage, this stage actually is really lucrative. Gives you a lot of different, gives you, gives a lot of spiral light, a lot of different upgrades to your weapons and gear, but also gives you a lot of experience. Yeah, that's really good. All right, yeah, 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 definitely having some form of cooldown is definitely useful. Let's do, let's do, actually, no, yeah, yeah, those are just memory, yeah. If we go back to these ones, I think they're just memories and you'll revert back to an earlier state. Actually, wait, no, yeah, let me double check that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We playing those, yeah, we playing these just sending back to an earlier state, so we don't really need to worry about it. Okay, I tried it. Okay, I tried this one again. Just pull something different. Yeah, look at that. It's already doing a lot better. Yeah, that's already toughened a lot. Well, I think it's toughened better. I don't know. Went up. Nice. I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can do that boss mission with the default versions of the other tanks. Probably not, but I think I might give it a shot. A shot with gear we have now. With you may not be seeing it, but I am. Yep. Nice, level up. Yeah, but now we have 200 HP. Now with the splatellites, I think. Yeah. Nice. You don't even need the bombs. They can all come out, and die. I got the wind charge just now. No, I think that to put them at the replay one of these days. I need to put time I noticed. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so now we got more gear with it. Really, instead of relic. Oh, and if we already acquired something, they get auto scrap. That's good. They don't even have the ability to scrap stuff yet, really. But now with our ninth gadget upgraded, we can release the limiter. I got more upgrade slots, and we're gonna equip 2 relic powers at a time. Yeah, that might have spin wheel. That could be useful. Could be useful in the upcoming fight. Hold the button to lock on and chase boss simulators. I didn't notice that. Oh, that so kind of look like a Seeker. That's a kind of new outfit. Nice. I can also use that, which, well, we don't really got anything else to use it on. You're definitely not going to replace it with the Splatjet. But that's nice. That light area up. Good. And you. Okay. That should be good. Let's try it again. Yeah, look at that. Just one upgrade of the split increase. We did all of that. That's great. That's great. I feel like a lot of people were dogging on the satellites. Satellites, but honestly, no. I saw the potential. I saw the potential. Level 2 bosses got in close proximity? Yeah! Gotcha. I also feel like this game really takes the chaos theme from the Chaos vs. Auto Splatfest and actually utilizes it much better than Splatoon 3 ever did. Ever did. Like that's the best way to describe like this game so far. Just very chaotic. And I bet it's only gonna get more and more chaotic as we continue. Nice. Yeah, they're gonna save the special for as soon as the next area starts. Unless we get too low. Ooh, nice. 2 good one. Oh man, no. Come on, Fry, get him. Yay. And with that, we go down. Alright, Mint Scrapper. Today's the day you fly. I mean, die. I think now you would like that because that's why in simulated culture, they rethink dying I think dying and being eaten is actually like the most noble thing you could do. Dude, that's why they use so many kitchen utensils and stuff as weapons. Yeah, I need to get back up here. Thank you. Yeah! And we did it! We just need a bit more strength. Shout out bird wounds. I got a wind up key. Oh. I think I had Big Man when wait, no. Well, no, I had Shovel when I did that. So yeah, no, yeah, the cutscene did change a little bit. Alright, with that down, we can head off to Parts Unknown. We got Zapiz Island and Spata Island. But here, now, if we want to, we can go back and try the different tanks, but I don't think I will. Or at least not right now. We got new upgrades exclusive to the power tank. 10% chance that small explosion occurs when Salmonoid is defeated. It's definitely better than you. And I want to utilize you because, well, you're new and fun. But then, you know what? Yeah, you come along as well. And that is, swim speed, swim and movement speed. Nice. They're going to the cliffs or the wetlands. Let's, you know, let's do the cliffs first. Any more water? And we're still only on 9 shots. We have not need to fire a weapon. We have not needed to fire a weapon sent to the tutorial. And now here we have slamming lids. These guys are haunted summon the most useful salmonids for us. Since salmon lids will defeat any enemy below them. So make sure to utilize them to the fullest. So yeah, they can be very useful. Nice. We got now compass. What do you got exploding? And now brand new enemy, the steel eel is one of my least favorite salmonids. But given these areas are often more open, they might not be as annoying as they normally are. Well, as annoying. Cause I love that I can do jump in squid form. Look at that. Yeah, tails are annoying because most of the body's indestructible except for their back. Yeah, even for the sake of damage, it is very useful to just activate those. Activate those guys. Yeah, and use them with platforms. Man, this place is cool. Very atmospheric. Yeah, very atmospheric and a lot more natural than what we normally see from Splatoon. I mean, heck, this is the first Splatoon game with actual lava in it. That's honestly is what I can say. It took them 4 games to have lava in a Splatoon level. I mean, well, technically the entire game is, well, technically the entire series is just a big game of the floor is lava, but now it's even more literal, and I love being literal. Mm. I do wonder how I'm gonna structure this video. I'll definitely take some inspiration and take some notes from Game Champs previous episodes. Hi, Kelly. You wanna come in? Wanna come in? No? Okay. All right. I'm sorry I didn't stream much at all this week. It's just I've just been putting a lot of work in the. I really wanted to finish the video and did that. I really wanted to finish the video. I had a bad Thursday and yeah, and I had a lot of trouble uploading it this time. I was trying a different setup, like a different windowing. Okay, so when I export the video, I tried a different one because it would like I thought it would be like higher quality and such, and I think it worked for the Star Fox video, the Star Fox 2026 video, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't working with the Splatoon one, and it was taking way too long. Hey, now what Beachcomber? And it was taking way too long to upload the video. Like I was literally up for like so long just trying to get it to work, but I couldn't. I eventually ending up just ceasing the feed. Cease the feed. I ended up just admitting the feed and uploading it in a way that I know would work. Oh, this is a fun one. Sampler dungeon, sticky sweet. And here we are given bomb loon. We are given bomb loons. As I've said before, bomb loons can only activate. Can, bomb loons can only explode when you shoot them with your gun. So how are we ever going to do this? Well, well, well. They also have, but they also have that. That when there are multiple in an area, they can spread a inky substance between them, and they deal damage on contact. So yeah, and they deal damage on contact. Yeah, you still can't eat wall. You can't ink walls with them, so you're gonna have to do that. But since they deal damage on contact and with the little line, you're gonna have to complete this entire. You're gonna have to complete this entire sampler dungeon. You can complete the entire sampler dungeon without a single shot. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. We got 2 more to go. No, 1 more. This is the last one. Yeah, and this is the bomb balloons at the best, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but they're definitely like really high level. Definitely really high and powered up. Man. Yay, there goes. Okay, well. You know what? I gotta use the bathroom again. But I think this is a good place to end the stop for now. I don't know. We've done so many different levels. We've explored. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 levels. Which level 9, and only really faced 1 roadblock so far. Oh, this is a lot of fun. I can't wait to continue this quest. Next time. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Monday to continue this journey. And I'll see you guys next game. Bye-bye.